to another stream. I hope you have been good. I hope you feel well, had a good week so far, and yeah. If anybody wants to share anything, right now we have all the time in the world. And this time I'm actually ready. Because I got my tea here already, and oh, I just remembered I actually forgot something. Anyways, because I managed to eat beforehand, I noticed how now with everything becoming way darker, way earlier, because of winter time. Well, actually, winter time like switched it to get later, right? But it's still getting dark like really, really early, at around like 4 or 5 or something here. So I don't know. I started going to bed just way early and then waking up early as well. So I actually had time to manage to eat beforehand this time. And the other thing I wanted to make myself is a protein shake. So if there's like nobody wanting to talk right now, I would just like quickly go make that protein shake and then come back. Because like, I don't know. Nobody can say no, so all right. So I'm quickly gonna head out to the kitchen and make that protein shake, but it's not gonna take long, so don't worry. Actually, let me protect the camera from the sun already, because we have had experience, right, with the camera turning off just like that. But yeah, enjoy the music. See you in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Oh, the light situation is a bit weird. I mean, I think it should be cloudy enough for the camera to not overheat because of this, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I was about to say, like, could be that it's like overheating because the heating is right behind it, but there's like a, this is not too warm. There's like a soundproofing thing sort of between it, so technically this shouldn't happen, and it shouldn't be that bad, but, well, we don't really know. This is nice. I remember absolutely hating winter and being like, it's like so cold and it's grimy and like, I don't know, wet, all of this, you know? But I don't know, also I guess I didn't like it too much because it's, I don't know, like since we moved to the Netherlands, Christmas and stuff like this is always such a hassle because it's like literally like you can't celebrate it at home, but you have to go places to visit your family and huge travels, stuff like this. And then the fact that I don't have contact to my dad anymore, so it's like while the contact to my dad is like it's by choice, right? So it's not so much that I really like miss my dad because I mean I could like undo it, probably, maybe, probably. I don't actually know if I have any numbers which are relevant. But it's more so that all of these holidays, like Christmas and Saint Nicholas and also New Year's, all of those are like family holidays. And with all of the Christmas movies as well, there's always these like perfect families, sort of. And I don't know, I just feel like whenever this comes up, it's I don't know, I feel like I'm facing more the situation with my family and sort of have more of this image like right in front of me being like, well, like this is something you didn't have. And that always makes me a little bit sad because I don't know. I guess everybody with like not that perfect family or not that perfect like dad wishes for a good dad, right? Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Twixter. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Oh, Grumpy Palace Cat. Oh my god. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody? How is your stream? Do you feel healthy? Thank you. Are you good? How has your week been? Did you play something, by the way, or were you also chatting? How do you wait? There's something you can do, which like shout out or something? Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you don't need to put like an at in front of the name because otherwise this won't work. But we'll see. We'll try. Yeah, let's go. But thank you so much for the raid. Oh, of course, of course. So, how are you doing? And welcome, everybody. Aww. When I read Grumpy Palace Cat in chat, I suspected as much. But thank you so much, Grumpy Palace Cat, for suggesting me. The support is always appreciated. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Twixter. And thank you, Hex Quentin's Pills, for the follow. That's an interesting name. So, what have you guys been doing? What have you been up to on this autumn day? I just went live. I'm only here for like 21 minutes. You guys are so early. I was playing Alien Isolation and then doing some homework, but I'm exhausted, so I called it early-ish. Oh, I think that's already a good day, right? Like, well, actually, I don't know what time is it at your place. Like, for me, it's like lunchtime, like 12, you know? So I'm like, I don't know, like playing Alien Isolation, doing homework at lunchtime? That seems really like... Oh. Oh, it was a long day for you then. I think it's really good that you like that you end the stream and if you feel exhausted, you know. I feel like sometimes with streamers it's like so easy to like overdo it because you're like if your community is there, right? And like you're so in it, you sort of get into this flow state and sometimes it can lead to you just sort of forgetting the circumstances in your body. And I think it's so good that you just, I don't know, do the healthy thing, you know? And call it early, do something for your body, because that's the way how you can like stream more sustainably, let's say. So I'm glad you did that, even though I know it can be hard sometimes. Oh, but I'm hoping you're gonna get good rest now and can recover a bit of energy. But this is also then like a rather huge switch for everybody like coming with the raid. Because here today we're gonna have a mental health check-in. So everybody can take part. You just sort of like talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you need help with something or want an opinion on something, or if something is bothering you, if you can't let go of something which happened. Also just like maybe stuff you're proud of and where you feel like, you know what, like I did some like amazing progress and I just want to like share and like hype me up a bit. So yeah, we can use it essentially for like anything, whatever you guys need, and we just talk and yeah, support each other. You're excited about Halloween? Do you have plans, Grumpy Palace? I'm practicing the art of grump like always. Also stuck at work. Aw. Like the last time? You were saying that like the last time they held you hostage at work. Is it again that type of situation? Like I hope you at least get paid if you do overtime. If you're doing overtime. I always get in my head about those things, but I wanted to listen to my body to help my energy for the next day. Yeah, I really feel that. Like when I started streaming, oh, the sun is really coming out. I don't want the camera to like turn off because of like overheating. Let me... I feel like when I started streaming, I was really self-conscious about actually doing the right thing for myself. And I was also feeling so bad about doing the right thing for me. Like, if somebody new was coming in, like, right then when I wanted to go offline, I usually didn't go offline because I was just like, this person just came here. Like, I can't just be like, hey, bye, I'm a dip out. And I don't know, there were so many times where I absolutely overdid it. And I don't know, I feel like it's so important to not do that because it can it can poison the stream as well. Like it can make it feel like work, and if stream turns to something where you regret your decisions around it, it can become sort of like a complicated topic with like complicated emotions where you're like, feel like, oh well, but today I can't stream that long. But if you can't rely on yourself, like finishing, if you're done, then you also, for example, you can't stream at times where you feel like, okay, I don't have much energy, or I would only be up for like a small stream, because you can't rely on yourself actually maintaining that boundary once you started the stream. So I feel like it's so, so important also for the health of the stream, for the entertainment, actually, for your viewers, for you to keep the fun, like to maintain this really good connection to them and good connection with the entire topic, that it's fun and that it's not work, and that you don't push yourself to, for example, games you don't want to play as well, or doing trends you really don't feel like doing, but do it your way, because that's also what makes you special. And I think as a viewer, for me at least, it's so much nicer when I know the streamer is healthy and the streamer takes care of their health. Because there's some streamers who really don't do that. And whenever I watch them, I can't watch them for too long. I get really sort of like sad and concerned for them. And that really sort of, I don't know, like that takes away the fun, because I'm just like, oh, I can't, like, I like you, and that's why I can't watch you like doing this. And so, yeah. I'm really glad that you did it. I think it's a really good choice. And I think you should be proud of yourself, because it's hard. Yeah. Oh, true. Especially if a raid is coming in when you're trying to go offline. It's so hard to be like, sorry, I'm dipping. I'm going to my friend's house Halloween party, and it's a custom party, so I'm dressing up for it. Ooh. Costume, by the way, right? Like, or or is it custom in any customizable way as well? But I'm glad for you. Halloween party seems fun. I don't think I'm going anywhere, to be fair. I'm like boring. I don't know. Sometimes, the thing where we feel like really unsure about and are self-conscious about to do the stuff we like doing is exactly the thing which makes us special and makes other people like us more. It's the same with this stream as well. It's like, I don't know, like at the beginning I really thought like who's gonna like just talking about mental health, like who's gonna tell their story to like a stranger on the internet? Like who's gonna, like it's just gonna be a dead stream. I didn't have much, I don't know, whenever I tried to do like any just chatting, I really didn't know what I was doing. And it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't really work that well. So when I started this, I really felt like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not sure if I'm just killing my stream with this, but we'll try. But I'm so glad now that I actually did it and that I just went with my gut feeling, because it's so much fun and it feels so much more purposeful and meaningful to have these streams. And I don't know, I feel so much better than before, I think. And I feel like that's something others pick up. And then, I don't know, good things happen or something. So what is your plan now, Twixter? Are you gonna sleep, or are you gonna make some food still, or read a book? That's nice to hear. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, like I feel like honestly like when I look back on my stream, because I've streamed like for a long time. Like I'm streaming since 2018. Like I started in German with games. I started with Overwatch. And then I switched to League, and then I switched to Apex, and then I switched back to League, I think. And then I switched to, then I was streaming without the camera, and then I was streaming with a camera again. Like I saw, oh my god. So I was doing so many different things over the years. And then I was moving to the Netherlands, so I took a break from streaming entirely because of the move and everything. And then at the beginning, I still sort of continued with German, but it just felt more and more odd, sort of, because with the friends I started to get to know here, I couldn't like play on my stream. And then at some point I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna switch to English and we're just gonna see what happens. And that's also not been easy. Considering you have like, if you have like your whole community in one language, it's really hard, I think, to switch languages. Because you don't necessarily want to like, you know, like push them out of the community. Like you love your community and you still want to have them take part, but it's just like, you also want to integrate your friends and your like new friends who can only like speak English, right? So I don't know, there's so many different things going on, but the only thing I actually regret is that at some moments along the way I didn't do what I liked and I didn't behave how I was, but I tried to be a good streamer. Like I was watching YouTube videos on how to be a good streamer and I tried to be a good streamer, and that's the only thing I regret, actually. Like I really wished I would have never watched these videos. I would have never, I don't know, like listened to other streamers being like, oh, you have to do this and this and that. Like I really wished I would have just continued how I roll with things. And I don't know, just stayed myself. You feel me? Because I feel like at the heights of these moments where I tried to be a good streamer, I really didn't enjoy streaming anymore. Because I thought I need to be nice to everybody, including people who actively wanted to like troll me and like make fun of me. Which was so harmful, actually. Not only to the community, but also to me. So, yeah. There's no better lessons than actual real life experience, especially since everyone's experience is far different than others. Yeah. I feel like, especially with something which is based on individuality, you know? And hi Raven, welcome. How you doing? You really love my earrings? Thank you. They're so nice, right? Well, that's actually made them like harder to see. It's like, stabby, stabby. I have weapons on me. I remember one viewer being rude, demanding, and I wasn't having it. I think a lot of people expect people to be nice because they're on camera. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like there were literally times when I stopped the stream and on stream I behaved like everything is fine, everything is okay. And when I stopped stream, I started crying. Because it just felt like people were so mean and I couldn't do anything about it. So, like, that's really, like, the only thing I regret. Because, I don't know, like, that made me at some points literally just, like, stop streaming for a few months. And stuff like this. And it also made, like, good people leave the community because they were also, like, being pushed out by those, like, sort of, like, really, I don't know, like, not fitting people in the community. Yeah. But that's sort of, yeah, I don't know. I feel like really just sticking with how you are and being like a real person. And I mean this with the utmost respect to the entire like streaming and YouTube community. But there is a thing which is, and I do that myself too. I do that myself too. But there is a thing which is like streamer voice or like YouTube voice. Do you guys know that? Like, I recently, like yesterday, I was trying to make like a coleslaw salad for like a kebab thing I was making. And this guy was just like, it was the peak of YouTube voice. It was like the video started and then it was like, hello everybody, this is a YouTube video where I show you how to make coleslaw salad, the best coleslaw salad you've ever seen. And it was so, I don't know, so over dramatic. Like, it's just coleslaw salad, just show me the recipe. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just want the recipe, please. Like, and then it was like going on for like 1 minute or something about any type of jokes related to this, or any type of like fun word type situations, like stuff like this. And I just felt like, damn, I can't watch this anymore. Like, this is like, imagine a person, like your friend, actually talking to you like this. You just like, you come up to them and you're like, hey buddy, like I've seen your, like the cake you're making, like what is the recipe, by the way? Like I would love to know like how you make those. And then your friend sort of like turning around and being like, hello, yeah, welcome, this is the best cake I've ever made. You will love it. All your friends will love it too. You should share it to everybody. Like, so we're gonna start right into this after a quick break where it's so, I don't know, it's so interesting how people like turn different because they I don't know, I don't really know why we do that, because it's not like I really don't entirely know, because I do that myself too, and I feel like it's actually so annoying, because at the same time, like, you do expect the person to sort of like showcase that they like know what they're doing, right? Like you wouldn't, like, if somebody would like start their like recipe video with like, yeah, well, I'm not so sure, I don't feel like it's that good of a recipe, but like, you know, like maybe you can do it or whatever, then I would go to the next video, because I want to have someone who like knows what they're doing. But at the same time, having someone bombard you with these unimaginable, huge, unbelievable expectations, it's just like, it's coleslaw salad, bro. Like, it can't be that good. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just, like, it can't be that good. I'm really sorry. Like, there's no, I don't believe it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's sort of like how we get into it. And yeah, I just think it's like so much better actually if you just stay a real person and you just talk to your viewers like if they're friends. I think it's also so much easier to actually make boundaries and state boundaries, because with your friends, you're sort of like, well, some more than others, but you're sort of used to state boundaries, right? And it's not that you like hate the person or whatever, it's just that like, hey, like, I don't like that too much. Like, let's focus on the task at hand or something. And I feel like it's a way better energy than this, I don't know, other things, you know? Like this, I don't even know how to describe it, but this other energy. It's just a new customer service voice, literally. But yeah, I think it's, like, it does sound a bit like these, like, children's movies, no? I don't know. But I think it's, like, is that why we do it? Because it's engaging for children? Because, like, a lot of the time, like, I don't really want to speak to children in that moment. Like, I think it's maybe, like, there's definitely also different voices from people, but yeah. I don't know, I think we, like, really want to try hard to grab other people's attention. But at the same time, I think sometimes we're really bad at actually noticing what grabs other people's attention. Because that was too much attention. If someone did that to me mid-conversation, I would block, delete them IRL. Just randomly throwing a sponsor in the mix. That would actually be so funny, though. Imagine people just, oh my god, no, I don't even want to imagine. I'm actually kind of happy that we don't have to, like, that we don't have to watch ads everywhere. Because I hate ads so much. I use every ad blocker in the universe. I remember some TikTok lives I have done where I have banned like hundreds of people if they were rude or even mean to others. Damn. Hundreds of people. Yeah, I mean, well, I've banned so many people as well, definitely, for sure. I wouldn't say specifically people are catering to children, more they are catering to the algorithm and the algorithm caters to children. Okay, true. I see that. Fair point, because children don't work, so they can watch TikToks the entire day. Are they actually like the biggest part of the views? I recently heard that apparently they have found out in studies that negative emotions like keep you to stay on the app better than positive ones. And that's why sort of comedic content is actually not the best performing content for the social media person trying to like get you to spend as much time on this app as possible, right? But actually giving you negative content is catching your attention even better and longer. Yeah. Just so that's scary. And why Fox News is #1 in America. Aww. I'm allergic to ads, hence why I pay for premium. I don't I don't know what necessarily I'm allowed to say. I'm just gonna say I also don't believe in paying for not having ads, because then it sort of worked. If a company is starting to put ads everywhere and all the time, I try to actually sort of like as much as I can without sort of like inconveniencing my life too much. I try to not give them money if possible at all, sort of. But well, sometimes that works better than other times. Everything they post is black is under attack. Happy Holidays is an attack on Christmas. What? How? I thought Happy Holidays is about Christmas. A few years back, Twitch had 0 ads. Yep. I also like technically, I actually we sort of had this topic come up yesterday, I think, where I was like, so Germany has had really low prices for a really long time, and only now it's sort of like it's getting more expensive. But I think, and like, hear me out, okay? I think that something like a stereotype, for example, that Germans are stingy with money and like they don't want to spend money, is essentially, if that's like true for like a sort of like a culture, like on average, I think it's essentially like an unorganized protest. And I feel like because the Germans are on average stingy with money, I think that's why their prices stayed that low for so long. Because that's the only thing like businesses care about. It's only about the money and time. Like about money or time, because time is money. So for social media, it's only about time and like grabbing your attention, grabbing your time as much as possible, because the more viewers they have, the more ads are being viewed, the more money they get, right? And with other companies who are not in the social media business or like movie or media business in general, it's about money specifically. And I think because Germans are literally like, as sort of like a culture, are not buying something anymore for weeks, even if it just got 10 cents more expensive, I think that's the point where these companies notice like, actually they can't do that. Like they can't make it 10 cents more expensive, because the Germans will unorganized protest the prices getting higher. And they're not gonna be like, oh, but I really want sweets. Like, no, they're gonna be like, fuck this. I don't pay €1.19 for chocolate. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for the next special offer and buy it then. And I think this is something which is like, we portray it as like something bad of the Germans are like, they're so stingy, like, ha ha ha. I think honestly, this is unorganized protest. Like, I think this is why the prices were like less expensive for so long. And I feel like in the last couple of years, I don't know, I think we've had less of these unorganized protests, because we have more of this do what you love, spend your money on what you love type motivation, which also makes sense, right? But it doesn't matter if we complain or if we don't complain, but it's only the money. Like, if we hold out money on them, I think that might work. But what we also see is that things stay like the same price, but just get like the quality is worse. And that's also really annoying. No. But I remember with Twitch back then, when sort of the ads came and stuff, people excused it. And were like, yeah, well, but they have like so much like server costs and all of this stuff, right? So it was like there was a lot of there was a lot of backlash to people who were sort of like, yeah, complaining about the ads. And I don't know, I feel like that's sort of, I don't know how it started, that like everything got infected with ads. And then, yeah, I don't know. But definitely, like, for all the companies, it's definitely about the money. Like, most companies are, like, if you look at small companies, that's different. But big companies, there's, like, the only statistics they have at the top is about money, is about income. So there's no, I don't know, like, the whole complaints and stuff like this, it's just like, it's not gonna reach anyone, sadly. And also the protests on the streets, I've heard like an opinion of like some like speaker at like a protest rally who was like, you know what, if you actually want to protest well, then don't like stand around outside here and just hold your signs up, because that's not costing them any money. But actually, like, this is like for publicity. So like the protest outside is essentially to like get others to join your protest. It's not necessarily to like, I don't know, like cost a business money, because it doesn't. But what we can do, and what he said, and I thought that's actually so brilliant, is call the support hotlines. Call any type of hotlines, like use their services in any way you can without spending money off them and just wasting time. Because that's how you like, just like go into the store and like talk to this person the entire time and sort of like block them from talking to anybody else, because then nobody else will buy something. Or like call the like service hotline and just like take up the time of the people, because that's wasting their money on like on nothing, right? Because you with the service hotline, you maybe don't even have their machine or whatever thing, you know? So yeah. Well, I didn't move to the Netherlands because it was like well, yeah, it's more expensive, so I didn't. Yeah, but I moved to the Netherlands because I really love the city design. I know this sounds entirely nerdy, but I was looking at this YouTube channel, Not Just Bikes, and on this channel, he's basically explaining and comparing the city design of the Netherlands to other countries. The city design of the Netherlands is honestly really freaking good. So that's sort of like how, how we got into the idea. And at the same time, I just wanted to live somewhere else in my life. And even though I wanted to make like a semester abroad in Tokyo, actually, it just didn't happen because of COVID. So then, I don't know, we switched to the Netherlands and moved. I haven't practiced my German in years. It's fine. It's like the scammer treatment to waste their times. Exactly. But like scamming them back. Are there many protests against specific companies? Oh, I bet. But it also like it really depends on what you're protesting against specifically, right? So I know that in the Netherlands, for example, there's by the way, first of all, like, hi Dylan. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And hi 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you guys are here. And yeah, just also like share how you're doing. Coming back to the companies. So I know that in the Netherlands, for example, there's some companies and banks and actually like gas station brands, especially, which are being protested against because of their human rights violations in other countries. And not only human rights violations in other countries, but especially also because of like climates, because of their climate impact. Then there's like specific brands in supermarkets. Like I know that from the Palestina protests, they have actually sort of like tried to put out lists about like products which come from Israel and basically like don't buy those anymore, to boycott them and to have like less money flow to Israel so they can't buy as many weapons and stuff like this. Then there's been like Coca-Cola was also like any type of companies which actually also supported Israel were boycotted as well, I think. But I don't know which one, like what, like there's a lot of things going on. Like there's a lot of protests all the time going on the entire planet, sort of. So it's more like, I don't know, like you can't do it all. So like choose the things where you really care about, and then focus on those, I think. Isn't it mostly to pressure politicians? The protests outside? Well, I mean, sure, that's part of it, I guess. I don't know how successful that is, to be fair. Like, I don't think that's the thing I personally would focus on if I protest outside. Like, I wouldn't expect it to be like some rich politician in their castle with like the whole police force around them feel threatened by me holding a sign out, up outside. And I don't think that you sort of like get to that station with like that state of like protesting when that politician is like really morally and like socially connected and it's like, oh no, well, if people don't like it, then I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't think that's how it goes. For me personally, I would see the value in protesting outside and first of all coming together, so it's community. So people don't feel as alone. Like you don't feel as alone with the belief that this is wrong. And I think this is really important, actually. It's something where we could argue like, well, it's not, it's only about feelings, like it won't change anything. But I think it's really important to also keep up the spirits of your own country. And I think that actually when people feel like there's no hope anymore and everybody is bad and the whole world is doomed, like I think if people get so sort of like depressed about the state the world is in, that's the point where people are the easiest to manipulate. So I feel like protesting outside, showing community, being there for each other is a really valuable thing to also show people, hey, there's people who care. Like it's not just you who's like bummed out about these news, but there's actually like so many people who care and who don't think this is right. So your worldview of like, oh, like the entire world, like every human, like humans are in general shit, is like getting like a little fact check in that moment of like, hey, there's actually like, I don't know, like 250,000 humans who are also protesting for this because I'm actually not the only person thinking this is wrong. And yeah, so then community also at the event, you get like emotional support, you maybe get peer support, you maybe meet new friends actually who support your vision, because sometimes having like a, well, controversial opinion, even though it shouldn't be controversial or anything, can be isolating. Like it can be a fact where, for example, you can't talk to your family about, you maybe don't feel as welcomed even with certain friends, and like at that event you can talk to anybody about and probably feel welcomed. The other thing is that you present the topic to outsiders, right? Like to the people who are on the street but didn't take part in the protest. So if you have like there's all of these signs, right? Like people that make flyers, like you present who is presenting that issue, for example. Which also matters, right? Like we do know that like which people stand behind which issue is influencing our perspective of sort of like how valid that protest is or that issue and how valid it isn't. That's why these whole like AI, AI social media protesting posts are so annoying because they portray, well, they portrayed in a very, very positive light, let's say. They portray like, oh yeah, we only have like gigachats behind our cause actually, because like every person who looks like they have their life together is of course on our side and not on the other guy's side. So it's like changing your perspective of the thing, and like by showing up, by showing these informations, you maybe like inform other people to join the protest as well. And there's maybe like discussions starting and stuff like this. And at the same time, of course, it's sort of like, it's sort of for the politicians, right? It's sort of to make them see like we're here and we see you, like we see what you're doing. And we will take time off work to be here and protest this, which is an action which sort of like shows that there is initiative to stand up against this. Which is sort of like, I don't want to say threatening, but like it's showing that there's action behind our words. Like we're not only like social media warriors like typing like, oh, free Palestine, but we show up. And like if you keep this doing, like it's you know, like you chose the way you're headed, sort of. But yeah, I think the biggest part is the community and the showing it to others and sort of the representation. Thank you, Still. Welcome. I feel like the Netherlands is like the perfect place to find a lesbian lover. Just my personal opinion. Well, I don't know about that. I really like I don't know, like to me personally, like I think I'm bisexual, but I don't know, it's really complicated, I think, to actually be part of or like become part of the queer bubble. And it's, I don't know, I just think it's not really because I don't know, I think it's just sort of like hard to become the like part of the local bubble, to be fair. Because I gotta say, like, I'm not the most outgoing person, especially in winter or any type of bad weather. And usually the friends we sort of like found here are like from work or are from like the building we live in and like stuff like this. So it's sort of like, I don't know. We sadly don't live next to sort of like a queer community center where we would cross paths with like super many queer people. But I don't know. I think I'm also maybe just like there are queer pubs in Utrecht, and I wanted to go there so many times already, but I never do because I'm not really the party type person. So I don't know. I don't know how to, if there's like places of sort of like a queer coffee bar or something, you know, where people just like talk to each other and get to know each other, but it's like not a party with alcohol and everybody is drunk, but a party with like people drink coffee and like sit around and maybe, I don't know, like tell me their favorite book or something, you know? But yeah, that's sort of my opinion to this. Shall we go back to the mental health topic, guys? I'm just gonna close this. Oh. I can't help it. The sun is so strong all of a sudden. I thought it's gonna be like really like cloudy and like whatever, but no. So. Oh yeah, this is my protein shake. It's like caramel coffee, whatever. I liked it once, and then I bought 2 tabs again, but I had like a break from it in between. Now I don't really like it that much anymore. But the more like I still have to use them, so like the more I like drink them, the sort of like less bad it gets. So that's sort of I guess the idea behind it. But yeah. And it's less bad with ice cubes. I found out. Yeah, that's better. All right. But anybody want to share how they feel? How their week has been, maybe? Or is something else they want to talk about? After all, we are here for the mental health talk. And not necessarily the politician talk. I don't feel I procrastinate. I mean, that's good, no? Nice. How do you feel that happened? Like, did you change something specific, or like, is there like a tip you can share? Or like, how do you plan to maintain that? What do you think is the cause why you don't feel like it? I partake in the art of grump. Okay, what is the art of grump? And that's enlighten me. I don't like it. You guys are like barely able to see my makeup, by the way, today. It's it's really visible technically. Like, you see how he's like red? You see that? I feel like if you look at like here, you can't see it at all. But technically, I really like, you know? I don't know. Tried that new look, really liked it. The music is so relaxing. Ooh, there's one thing actually. So it's the 30th, next week on Thursday, I will have to skip the mental health talk. So like Monday, all good. And the week afterwards, we're like back to normal. But just next week, Thursday, I'm gonna have to skip because my sister's coming over from Tuesday to Friday. Only a really short one, but anyways. Instead of Thursday though, I might be able to do it on Friday. I'm not entirely sure though, so I would keep that flexible. But just so you guys know, like next week on Thursday, there's definitely not going to be a stream. All right. See you when you come home then, with more detail, hopefully. Oh no, Pyro, Saj. But that's fine. Oh damn. So you don't hear me? So I don't get bullied? Why would you get bullied? What? Oh no. I mean Pyro. I don't mean the entirety of stream, thank God. But Pyro has like no internet for the video to load, and he said like I can do anything except for seeing the chat. So I wanted to know if you can't hear me either. But then I can see something, but the video doesn't play at all. Oof. Sedge. Good luck. Trumpy, can I ask you something about the persona? How, like, you of course like only say as much as you want to, right? But how does it like what is the purpose of the persona? Like, are you what is it like only to stay anonymous, but you sort of, I don't know, like you behave normally otherwise? Or is it really a persona in the form of like that you play a character and that you say stuff you don't which are not about you but about the character you play? Aww. 160p. Ooh. Pretty much. So only the first thing or also the second thing? Because you said you didn't want to go into too much detail to keep the persona going. So what specifically is holding you back at that moment? Like, is it about that the things would be like too specific? So you could be like not anonymous anymore?
「こんな感じでいかがでしょうか？」
いいわね。それでお願い。ごめんね。急に移動する人が出てお花足りなくなっちゃって。
いえいえ、大丈夫ですよ。お仕事お疲れ様です。
ありがとう。朝日くんの方こそこの時期は忙しいんじゃない？
3月、春。といえば、出会いと別れの季節なんて使い古された言葉があるけれど、そこに人は彩りを求めるようで。
お店のこと全部一人でしてるんでしょ？何人か雇えばいいのに。
絶賛繁忙期中。でも毎年のことなんで慣れましたね。ありがたいことですし。
じゃあ来年もお願いしようかな。
はい、ぜひ。 では、残りのご注文分は来週お届けいたしますね。
ええ、よろしくね。
確かに今日は忙しかったけど、とりあえず一息ついたし。
こっち寄るなって。でさ、
今のうちに裏行って備品整理を。
おい、押すなって。危ねえな。
なんか嫌な音したな。今なんか落としたんじゃね？お前がフラフラしてっから。
ちげえってぶつかったのお前だろ。
俺？知らねえ。スマホ見てた。ああ、お前弁償しろよ。よりによって、この忙しい時に。どうされました？
いや、別に。
おい、店員来たって。もし割れてたら危ないので、そのままで。なんだ、よかった。備品の飾りが落ちただけか。お前がさっさと拾わねえから。
仕方ねえだろ。どこ落ちたかわかんなかったし。おい。お前ら何やってんの？はすみ先輩、します。
増えた。
誰？中学の時の部活の先輩。なあ、何か言うことねえの？すいません。俺にじゃねえだろ。はい。すみませんでした。こいつらクソなんで、学校に苦情でも何でも言ってください。
なんか。
お前クラスどこ？可愛い後輩のためにもそれだけは。
雰囲気ある子だな。
お前ら可愛くねえしの。ひどっ！弁償します。
いいって。花は無事だったからさ。でも、次からは気をつけてね。おい、もう行こうぜ。はあ、今のでどっと疲れた。ああ、さっきはありがとね。
すみません。つい割って入っちゃって。大丈夫っすか？俺、余計なこと。
余計なんて全然。
それ、端っこ欠けてません？
あれ、ほんとだ。確か、裏に予備あったような。
これ、お願いしていいっすか？
え？ああ、気を使わなくても大丈夫だよ。
そういうのじゃなくて、ちょうど探してたんで。第一、んなことで買われたら、花がかわいそうだし。
こちらは贈り物ですか？
はい。
びっくりした。じゃあ、ラッピングを。お会計は？
はい。
そんな風に考えられるなんて。きっと、優しい子なんだろうな。明日の準備はこのくらいにして、そろそろ帰って。はい、アンドフルールです。遅くにすみません。第一高校の佐藤です。ああ、どうも。お世話になります。明日のお届けの件ですか？はい、卒業式用の件ですが。そういえば、この学校って。では、よろしくお願いいたします。卒業式用のご注文、お届けに参りました。どうもありがとうございます。あ、やっぱりここだ。カバン同じ。こちらにお願いします。ご苦労様でした。では、失礼します。ここの生徒だとして、広いなあ、校舎。先輩って呼ばれてたけど、何年生なんだろう。 あ、すみません。よそ見してって、あれ、本物？
本物？ああ、昨日の花屋の。
うわ、偶然。
ジャス、なんでここに？で、配達っすか？
うん、そう。明日の式用のね。そっちは？
その準備中です。
そっか。ってことは、2年生か。あ、そうだ。お花、もう渡せた？
はい、帰ってすぐに。これ、おめでとう。
帰って？
昨日姉の誕生日だったんで。
あ、そうなんだ。おめでとうございます。
どうも。
ちゃんと用意するなんて、仲いいんだね。
仲いいってか、渡さないと1年間根に持たれるんで。
もらった。
あん時の代金、明らかに見合ってなかったっすよね。
今年は奮発したわね。
追加で払おうと思ってて。
いや、違くて、勝手に付け足したのはこっちだから、ほんの気持ちというか、
よくわかんねえけど、足りない分ちゃんと払います。
それだと逆に困るというか、うわ、失敗した。律儀すぎて噛み合わない。
おー、いたいた、たつき。お前だけ一人サボってんじゃん。お前マジか。こんな白昼堂々たかるなんて。普通逆じゃね？冗談だって。なあ、すんませんね。こいつ愛想ないだけで悪気はないんすよ。お前にはあるよな、悪気。お兄さん、こいつの知り合いっすか？
昨日困ってるところを助けてもらっちゃって。それに、愛想ないとかは全然。
たすきが！お前何したの？特に何も。
おい、お前まで消えてどうすんだよ。
やべ。
そろそろ集合だってよ。電話出ろよ、お前ら。
じゃあ俺先行くな。お兄さんもさよなら。すんません、想像しいやつで。
こちらこそごめんね。準備で忙しいのに。
それは全然いいですけど。
あ、まだ気にしてるっぽいな。昨日のことだけどさ。ありがとう。本当に助かったよ。あの3人も悪気あったわけじゃなさそうだったし、どうしようかと思ってたんだよね。君がいてくれてよかった。で、お題の方だけど、よかったらこれ。
名刺？
今度からうちをひいきしてもらえる方が嬉しいかななんて。
もしかして高校生相手に営業してます？
あ、バレた？
わかりました。そういうことなら。
よかった。折れてくれた。じゃあ俺もそろそろ仕事戻らないと。
ちょっと待ってください。手貸してもらっていいっすか？
手？いいけど。
俺は名刺なんて持ってないんで。動かないでください。よし、かけた。
びっくりしたー。意外と大胆つか。天然？たつきくん？俺、これから戻って仕事あるんだけど、これ油性？
高校生相手に営業なんてするからっすよ。
ごもっともです。
じゃあ俺もそろそろ戻りますんで、お仕事頑張ってください。
どんな子かと思えば、いろいろと心臓に悪い。でも、また会えるといいな。たつきくんか。
おー、いたいた。たつきも教室行くよな。ああ、荷物取り行く。マジで疲れた、準備。あれ、なんだ、富士も戻ってたんかよ。
お前ら帰ったんじゃねえの？
もう帰りまーす。
さっきお前らが話してた人、誰？
俺は知らねえけど、なんか、たつきが昨日助けたらしい。助けたっつか、昨日たまたま話しただけで。
は？どういう経緯？
駅前通ったらちょうど中学の時の後輩がいて、カクカクしかじか。ああ、あそこの花屋か。なんか人当たり良さそうな人だったな。まあ、確かに。雰囲気も柔らかそうで。たつきと正反対じゃね？お前マジで腹立つな。いやいや、俺は心配して言ってんのよ。はぁ。お前にもうちょい愛想があればな。愛想って言われても。
なあ。だったら。ありがとうございました。そろそろ外の水まきを。入学式帰りかな。そういえば、あれから1ヶ月くらい経つけど、いろいろ思い返すと、偶然また会えたとはいえ、慣れ慣れしかったかも。
足りない分ちゃんと払います。
しかも気にするタイプだったとは。勝手なことしちゃったからな。でも一見近寄りがたそうに見えて、話してみると笑ったりちょっと天然だったり、きっともっといろんな表情があって可愛いんだろうな。可愛い？いやいや、何急に謎思考になってんの？確かに第一印象より可愛げあって、なんなら話してて楽しかったし、もっと話してみたい気もしなくもないけど。はい、いらっしゃいませ。大変申し訳ございません。やらかしたって、あれ？たつきくん？
シャス。
ごめんね。ぼーっとしちゃってて。
大丈夫っすよ。今日暑かったし。
そういう問題？ちょっとこっち来て。もう、俺最低なやつじゃん。シャワー本当にいいの？
大げさですって。大丈夫です。着替えも別にいらなかったんですけど。
いやいや、それだけはさすがに。濡れた服今乾かしてるから、ちょっと待ってね。コーヒーどうぞ。
はい。
カバンの中大丈夫だった？今度またお詫びしなきゃ。
すんません。お礼とかお詫びとかそんなんばっかだと思って。
そうかな。
じゃあここたまに寄ってもいいっすか？
うん。それは全然いいんだけど。
俺朝日さんのこと気になるんで。
出会いの季節なんて。待って。ありふれていて 使い古された言葉だけど。でも、それってどういう、こんな出会いは二度とないかもしれない。
朝日さんのこと気になるんで。
感想終わったよ。お待たせ。
わざわざすみません。
濡らしちゃったの俺だから。ああ、そのシャツは着て帰っていいからね。
はい、ありがとうございます。コーヒーごちそうさまです。
ねえ、さっきのってどういう意味？
実は。
なあ、だったらその人から社交性ってやつ学ばせてもらえば。
は？おお、それいいじゃん。社会見学的な感じでさ、話すだけでもちょっとはマシになるんじゃね？メイヤン。
優しくて人当たり良さげな人だったんだろ？よく知らねえけど。
そうそう。俺らじゃ手に負えねえからさ。おい、お前ら勝手に。無愛想、無表情、目つき悪いし、そっけない。それを、昔から勘違いされやすいからって、面倒ごとにも合ってただろ。いい機会じゃん。
まあ、俺は別にそのままでいいと思うけど、言い出したの俺だけど。
ああ、はいはい。甘やかし出た。ってことがあって。
ああ、そういう意味。なんだ、気になるなんて突然言い出すから何かと思えば。
気になるので。
え？
俺、よく威圧してるように見えるみたいで、身構えられたり、相手によっては喧嘩売られたりすることもあって。
蓮見くんの態度で傷つく人間もいるんだよ。
あいつらにも迷惑かけたくねえし。
迷惑？
すみません。しまった。こんなの朝日さんだって迷惑ですよね。今の忘れてください。お仕事の邪魔して。冷静に考えたらこんなの。
迷惑なんかじゃないよ。
でも、
そもそも俺でいいのかな？全然参考にならないと思うけど。
そんなことないです。だってあの時あいつら明らか反省してなかったのに。朝日さん、笑顔でその場を収めようとしてて。
そのままで大丈夫ですよ。
接客の一環だったかもしれないけど、俺には無理だから、すごいと思います。
そんな風に言われると、期待に応えられるように頑張らないとね。俺でよければいつでもおいで。
ありがとうございます。店にいるかな？いた。こんにちは。
あ、たつきくん。
あれ、今日お店休みですか？
ああ、急遽注文が入っちゃったから、今から備品の買い出しに行くとこ。
そうなんですね。忙しい時にすみません。これ。この前借りたシャツです。ありがとうございました。
ああ、わざわざごめんね。
じゃあ俺はこれで。
もう帰るの？
はい、それ返しに来ただけなんで。
あのさ、この後時間ある？
いいんですか？ついてったら邪魔になるんじゃ。
全然そんなことないよ。せっかくお店まで来てくれたんだし。っていうか、むしろ手伝わせちゃってごめんね。急な発注で、実はちょっと焦ってたんだよね。だから、いてくれた方が助かるよ。
そうですか。
重くない？
大丈夫です。
少し待ってて。
はい。
あと1件で終わりだけど、大丈夫？疲れてない？
平気です。
着いた。すぐ済むから、車で待っててね。
はい。
こんにちは。おお、久しぶり。どうも。
朝日さんは、どんな人にも穏やかだし、好かれてるし、優しい。優しいから、急に押しかけた俺のことも、拒めないんじゃないのか。なあ、ちょっといいかな、君。ここの駐車スペースさ、いつも俺らが使ってんだよね。困るんだよな、勝手に使われちゃう。俺らが今から使うからさ、どいてくんね。そこ、関係車両専用って書いてあるけど。あ？
ねえ、まだ？
はいはい、あったって。んだよ、その態度。何？俺らがせこいって言ってんの？いや、そういうわけじゃん。なんでそうなる？からさっさと。
どうしました？
これあんたの車？俺らここの2階に用あって止めたくてさ。
ああ、だったら、この先の裏手にありますよ、駐車場。
いや、
あっちなら広いし、業者も来ないですし。
だから、
よければ案内しましょうか。
もういいわ。
もう行こう行こう。
ああ。
たつきくん、大丈夫？
大丈夫です。すみません。また。もう用事は終わったんですか？
お待たせ。
やってしまった。いつも、うまくやれない。
店に届けてくれるみたいだから、泉大丈夫だよ。
わかりました。朝日さんにも結局迷惑かけて。
たつきくん。ね、たつきくん。まだ時間あるかな？
お待たせしました。
今日はごめんね。付き合わせちゃって。
いえ、俺こそすみません。さっきは。
たつきくんが謝ることないよ。
G。
いろいろあるんだね。へえ。やっぱケーキも頼む？
いえ。やばい、見すぎた。何か話題。朝日さんはなんで花屋になろうと思ったんですか？
人に話すほどでもないんだけどね。
答えてくれるんだ。唐突に振ったのに。
たつきくん、あそこの席、見て見て。俺が学生だった頃、あのくらいの女の子が迷子になってるのを見つけてさ。泣き止まないし、小さい子のあやし方なんて知らないし。名前聞いていいかな？
知らない人には教えちゃダメなんだよ。
それはそう。周りに保護者っぽい人もいないしで困ってたんだけど。ねえ君、お花好き？はい、これあげる。近くに咲いてた花で冠作ってあげたら、それまでずっと泣いてたのが花が咲いたみたいに笑顔になってさ。
ありがと
う。それがすげえ嬉しくて、なんか花の力ってすごいなって気づいたんだよね。それがきっかけかな。人を笑顔にできる花屋っていいなって。今思うと単純な理由だけどさ。
いえ、そんなことないです。きっとその女の子にとって朝日さんはヒーローみたいだったんでしょうね。かっこいいと思います。なんとなく朝日さんが大事にしてること分かった気がする。
たつきくんってさ、笑った顔かわいいよね。 なんつうか、無理しなくても、自然体で笑うだけでいいんじゃないかな。
自然に。俺にできますかね。よく表情に出ないって言われるし。
まあ、すぐ慣れるもんではないよね。でも、俺、たつきくんと出会ってまだ間もないけど、結構いろんな顔見れちゃってるかも。ラッキー。
それは、朝日さんがよく顔に出るタイプだから釣られるっていうか。
え？俺そんなわかりやすい？
冗談です。でも、安心してるのかも。単純な理由。俺だって大概単純だ。さっきまでうまくやれない自分に嫌気がさしてたのに。この人と話してると心が軽くなる。
ここでいいの？
はい、まだバスありますし、朝日さんお仕事残ってますよね。
じゃあ気をつけてね。
はい、また。
すっかり暗くなっちゃったな。まさか、あんな話をすることになるとは。そういえば、昔は俺も人付き合いで悩んでたっけ。なあ、朝日ってなんか近寄りがたくね？
そうそこがいいじゃん、ミステリアスで。チャラいあんたらより全然いいと思うけど。
お前らマジで顔しか見てねえな。
変えるか。それなりに、適度に。反感を買わない程度の距離感で。幸い大きなトラブルはなかったものの、なんとなく、生きづら。そんな時。
ママ。
あ、ねえ、大丈夫？てか、女の子の笑顔がきっかけって、惹かれなかったかな。まあ、たつきくんなら心配ないか。
もう、何それ。
笑顔。笑顔か。自然体で笑って、なんて言って。大丈夫か、俺。
おーい、朝日くん。裏に車回しといたよ。鍵置いとくね。
ありがとうございます。
また何かあったら連絡して。
はい、助かります。朝、仕入れた花の管理。さてと、スケジュールと注文の確認。午前の配達行く前に、陳列用のラッピングして、終わったら開店準備を済ませて、10時オープン。いつも通りの日常が、最近変わったこと。
こんにちは。
あ、たつきくん、いらっしゃい。
どうも。
春に出会ったこの子。なんか久しぶりじゃない？夏服になってる。
はい。文化祭の準備が忙しくて。
ああ、言ってたよね、LINE で。いつやるの？
もう終わりました、昨日。
うわー、行きたかったなー。
すみません。そんな残念がるとは。
俺も日にち聞いとけばよかった。
写真ありますけど。
ほんと？見せて。学校帰りにここに寄って雑談したり、たまに店を手伝ってもらったり。なんでも彼には悩みがあるらしく。
覚えてます。 こいつ。
顔っちか。
前に学校に配達来た時会いましたよね。
ああ、覚えてるよ。同じクラス？仲いいね。
中学からの付き合いなんで。
へえ。人から誤解されやすいって言ってたけど、他のも見ていい？
はい。
威圧的な感じしないけどな。でも、確かにずっと同じ顔してる。
なんか笑ってません？もういいです。見せません。
ごめん、笑ってないって。あちゃー、怒っちゃったかな。違う。これ、拗ねてる。最初はぎこちなかったけど。
なんか手伝えることありますか？
そうだよね。いるだけじゃ退屈だよね。
いや、そうじゃなくて。お仕事してる隣でぼーっとしてるのも居心地悪いっつか。むしろ邪魔だろうし、俺でも何かやれることあればいいなって。
じゃあさ、ここ、たつきくんの定位置ってことで。
机？
奥まっててお客さんから見えにくいし、ここで勉強とか課題とかして好きに使ってよ。
でも、
手伝ってほしいとき声かけるしさ。俺が外にいて電話あったら呼んでくれると助かるよ。
わかりました。
我ながら明暗だったようで、心許してくれたのが嬉しい自分がいる。
なんか手伝うことあります？
大丈夫だよ。
いや、なんか視線が。
ごめん。懐かしいなって思って、これ。
そんな前でもないでしょ。
前から思ってたけどさ、たつきって名前、いいよね。
そうっすか。
葵の花って、太陽に向かってまっすぐ咲く花なんだけど、芯が強くて前向きで、すごく好きな花。たつきくんに似合ってる。
そう。そろそろ閉店準備する時間じゃないですか。
もうそんな時間？
手伝いも。やべ。
危な！いてて、焦った。これ、今落ちましたよ。すみません。ありがとうございます。助かりますし。こんにちは。たつきくんのお友達の。どうも。今日は配達っすか？あいつ、店来てますか？今日は来てないけど、最近よく顔出してくれるよ。たつきから聞いてると思うんすけど、学ばせてもらえば。あれ、俺が言い出したことなんです。あいつが苦労してきたの知ってるから、協力したいけど、俺自身、大したことできねえし、何かいいきっかけになるんじゃないかって、そう思ったんです。 たつきのこと、よろしくお願いします。忘れてたわけじゃない。力になりたいのも本心。けど実際、たつきくんの力になるようなこと、できてるのか？このまま、中途半端なままじゃ。
朝日さん。
ごめん。何？
すみません。さっきから電話鳴ってますけど、出なくていいんですか？
うわ、ほんとだ。ありがとう。教えてくれて。
いえ。
お待たせいたしました。はい。プレゼント用の花束ですね。大丈夫だから課題してていいよ。そうなんですね。おお、いらっしゃい。この前はありがとな。いいって。
こんにちは、朝日くん。
いらっしゃいませ。暑いですね、今日。
もう、ほんと。汗引くまで休憩させて。エアコン涼しい。
どうぞ。
あれ？今日高校生の子いないの？
学生ですから、まだ学校ですよ。お茶どうぞ。
ありがとう。そっか、来るの早かったか。喋ったことなかったからさ、今日いたら話しかけちゃおうかなって思ったんだけど、来てないなら残念。はぁ。バイトいないならその子雇ったらいいのに。
彼は、そういうのじゃないですから。
そうなの？
お待たせしました。暑さに弱いので、早めに行けてくださいね。
どうもありがとう。お茶もごちそうさま。
ありがとうございました。最近顔見てないな。会いたくないわけじゃないのに、なぜかほっとしてる。いろんな表情を見るたびに、落ち着かなくて、乱されて、力になるって決めたのに。たつきくん。
すみません。連絡せず突然来てしまって。
全然いいよ。なんか、久しぶりだね。なんか、話題。
やっぱりここに来るのやめます。
そっか。やっぱり俺じゃ、力になれなくてごめんね。
迷惑でしたよね。
何？どういうこと？
なんか、ぎこちないっていうか、俺がいると仕事の邪魔になりますよね。
邪魔なんかじゃないって。
でも、明らか避けられてるなって。態度もおかしかったし。朝日さんを責めてるわけじゃないんです。むしろ悪いのは俺の方で、昔から俺、どっかで間違えるんです。正直、もう諦めてたけど、朝日さんには、迷惑かけたくない。いろいろ協力してくれたのに、すみませんでした。
自然体で笑ってればいいんじゃないかな。いろんな顔、見れちゃってるかも。違う。そんな顔をさせたかったわけじゃない。たつきくん、聞いて。違うから。本当に迷惑なんて思ってないよ。
気を使わなくて大丈夫ですから。
たつきくん、場所変えて、話そう。時間取ってくれて、ありがとね。
いえ。
ごめん、たつきくん。実はね、俺も昔、たつきくんと同じで、あんま人とうまくやれてなくてさ。そんな俺が力になれるか、正直不安で。たつきくんが期待するような、大人とか、余裕とか、そんな人間じゃないんだ。前にたつきくんがすごいって言ってくれて、それが嬉しくて、俺も力になれるんじゃないかって思ったけど、 頼りにならなくてごめん。
期待って何ですか？完璧で立派な大人だからここに来たわけじゃないです。朝日さんだから憧れて変わりたいって思ったんです。俺ここに来るのやめるって朝日さんに迷惑かけるなら諦めなきゃって思ったんですけど、諦めたくない。朝日さんと一緒にいたい。だからできれば俺にも普通に接してください。他のお客さんと同じように。俺も邪魔にならないように気をつけますね。お茶ごちそうさまです。
無理だよ。そんなの無理。普通とか他と同じとかごめん。同じなんてできない。同じなんてできない。ごめんね、引き止めちゃって。外暗いかな？
大丈夫です。さっきのって。
ああ、そうだ。常連の立花さんってわかる？
まあ、なんとなく。
今度来たら声かけられるかもしれないけど、別に悪い人じゃないから。
悪いって、大丈夫ですよ。
なんか噂されてる。
ならよかった。また連絡するね。
はい、それじゃあ。結局聞きそびれた。ただいま。
おかえり。今帰り？遅かったけど、どっか寄ってた？
ちょっと用あって。
たつき。あんた、花の匂いしない？
違う。これは。
何？
いや、なんでもない。なんか気抜けた。よかった。迷惑じゃなくて。
同じなんてできない。
よかったんだよな。たつき、次移動だろ。早く行かねえと始まる。これで全部。
ありがとう。ごめんね、はすみくん。当番じゃないのに。
いいよ、こんくらいついてだし。あとやっとくから早く行けよ。
助かった。ありがとう。
なあ、最近柔らかくなったよな。雰囲気。いや、なんで反応微妙なの？誰が？お前しかいねえだろ。急に会話下手かよ。自覚なかったんか。花屋のお兄さんのおかげかもな。すげえな、あの人。変か？全然。別に変じゃねえだろ。何気にしてるか知んねえけど、今のお前の感じ、悪くねえよ。わかったらこの話は終わり。言わせんな、はず。じゃあな。
近く通るけど、まだ図書館いる？
います。
よかった。着いたよ。
行きます。送信。お待たせしました。
あ、勉強お疲れ。
時、朝日さんこそお仕事お疲れ様です。
今日は暑かったね。車の中涼しいよ。乗って乗って。
ありがとうございます。前聞こうと思ったんですけど。この前言ってた同じじゃないって、どういう大丈夫っすか？
大丈夫大丈夫。ああ、ごめん。そういえば、たつきくん。前に勘違いされやすいって言ってたけど、何かあったの？
なんて言えば。
ごめんね。急に変なこと聞いちゃって。
いや、違くて言えないわけじゃ。ただ、少し長くなるっつうか、だから。今度またちゃんと話します。
待ってる。無理しなくていいからね。
はい。本当に言えないわけじゃないんだ。俺の拙い部分さえも、この人なら。
もうこんな時間か。たつきくん、お腹空いてない？どっかご飯食べ行こっか。
いいんすか？なんか言ってましたか？
特には。ここで働いてるか聞いてすぐ帰っちゃったけど。たつきくん？
すみません。やっぱり今日はもう帰ります。
急にどうしたの？
すみません。
たつきくん、待って。
なんで俺走ってるんだ？逃げてる。何から？せっかく飯食って約束したのに。こんなの絶対呆れられる。迷惑じゃないって言ってくれたのに。俺はまた逃げて。いいのか、逃げて。諦めたくないんじゃなかったのか。変わりたいから一歩踏み出したんじゃないのか。ちゃんと話すって言ったのに。
待ってる。追いついた。たつきくん、足速っ。もう少しで見失うところだった。なんでって。このまま帰らせちゃいけない気がして。
俺が中3の時。
友達待ってるので無理です。
だから友達も一緒ならよくね？
そうそう、後で合流すればいいじゃん。はい、決定。大丈夫。ちゃんとおごってあげるよ。
そうじゃなくて、
あのさ、あんたら迷惑なんだけど。
すみくん。
急になんだよ。余計なお世話だったら悪いんだけど、こいつら知り合い？
なんだ。何お前。俺らは楽しくおしゃべりしてただけだっつーの。
って言ってるけど。
おい割り込んどいてシカトしてんじゃねえよ。
楽しく見えねえから聞いてんだよ。深山も嫌なら迷惑ってはっきり言ってやったら。
私、先生、こっちです。
お前ら何やってる？俺もやり方が良くなかったんだ。
もう行こう。でも。
深山の友達が誤解して。
いいから。
失礼します。深山から事情は聞いたが、お前に落ち度がなかったわけじゃないぞ。じゃあどうすりゃよかったんだよ。
聞いた。蓮見は助けてくれたんだって。
いや、あん時先生呼んでくれてありがとな。助かった。深山大丈夫か？
助けてくれたことは感謝してる。けど、あんたの萎縮させる態度で傷つく人間もいるんだよ。もっと人の気持ち考えなよ。
それから一言も話してない。あいつにとって俺も同じくらい怖かったってことだから。知らないうちに誰かを傷つけていたかもしれない。そう思うと人と接することが怖くなった。だから逃げたんですよ。
安心した。初めて会った日。
おい。
たつきくんはためらわず声かけてくれた。誤解された過去があって、周りに対して無関心になってもおかしくないのに、そのままのたつきくんでいてくれた。だから会えた。変わらないでいてくれてありがとう。
だから変わらないとダメだろ。全然。
たつきくんは優しいね。
どこが？逃げ出したのに。
逃げてないよ。こうして向き合ってるし、変わろうとしてる。俺は見てるから変われるよ。大丈夫。
どうしてこの人の言葉は？
たつきくん、顔上げて。
朝日さん。
ごめん。つい。
ついってなんだ？
まあ、俺としては、たつきくんの優しいところも、一生懸命なところも、独り占めできて、非常に気分がいいんですけどね。なんて。
なんすかそれ。わけわかんね
え。やっぱ笑ってる顔、かわいい。
朝日さん。ありがとうございます。
どういたしまして。
この気持ちが何なのか考えてた。なんで一緒にいたいと思ったのか。なんで朝日さんになら打ち明けられると思ったのか。特別だから。この人が好きだから。
へえ。
でさ、あの瞬間、朝日さんが好きだって、ストンと胸に落ちて、同時に
一緒に店戻ろう。
心臓が苦しくて、騒がしくなって、はい。思い出したら緊張してきた。別に
またね。
約束してるわけじゃないし、今日は行くのやめ。
はすみくん。久しぶり。
深山。
わかりました。はい。じゃあお待ちしてます。失礼します。たつきくん。いらっしゃい。ちょうどよかった。今。どうしたの急に。無言。ねえ、たつきくん。こっち見て。何かいいことあった？
あの時、私、ずるくて。はすみくん、助けてくれたのに、ちゃんとお礼言えなかった。だから、ずっと後悔してたの。
俺も、ずっと謝りたかった。ごめんな、怖がらせて。
全然、謝らないで。実は、少し前に、たまたまはすみくん見かけてたの。その時、すごく優しい顔してた。だから私も変わらなきゃって。ちゃんと、あの時のお礼、言いたいって思えたの。ありがとう、はすみくん。
そっか、話せたんだ。
朝日さんのおかげです。
俺？そんなことないって。たつきくんが努力したからだよ。全部。頑張ったね。またお店来てくれるといいね。つい。たつきくん？そう無抵抗だと。
朝日さん、好きです。すみません。伝えるか悩んだんですけど、交わされてるのなんとなくわかってるし、深い意味なんてきっとないんだろうなって。俺の勝手なんです。勝手に押しかけて、勝手に惹かれて。だから、聞いてもらえてもう十分です。
いつだって、まっすぐなのは、君の方で。俺は向き合うことから逃げてばかりだ。でも、たつきくん、ごめん。
だから、朝日さんが謝ることじゃ。
ごまかしてごめん。今までわざと避けて、うやむやにしてた。でも、ちゃんと、俺も、向き合いたいから。俺。
こんにちは、宅配便です。
くそ。こんな時に。
朝日さん。八口商事さんからのお荷物ですけど。あれ、留守かな？でも空いてるし。すみません。荷物届いてますよ。仕方ない。出直すか。
焦った。
俺も。
俺も。 たつきくんが好きだよ。
こんにちは。ちは。
いらっしゃい、立花さん。
この前はありがとね。
今日はおいっ子さんと一緒ですか？
そうなのよ。一日おもに任されちゃってさ。あ、逃げた。この話知ってる。こら、走らない。いで。
危ない。
平気か？
うん。ああ、もう、行ったそばから。ごめんね、迷惑かけて。
いえ、大丈夫です。
あんたも謝んな。いって
いや、そんな。
だって、待ってるのつまんねえ。
退屈か。なあ、名前は？
翔太。
翔太、ここを見て。
なんだこれ。変な形。ったく。ごめんね、騒がしくて。もう。
いえいえ、怪我しなくてよかったです。
なんか意外かも。
え？
前はちょっと近寄りづらい雰囲気だったけど、あんな柔らかい顔もするのねって。朝日くんなんかニヤついてない？
いや。
なに怪しい。
やめてくださいよ、からかうの。にやけてませんって。
どうした急に。翔太？
なんか、すごい勢いよくこっち来てる。
あんた本当にいい加減にしな。さあせん。あんたのママにチクるからね。やだ、殺される。
びっくりした。すみません。
今回は支えられた。
今回って？
ほら、前にこけたやつ。
あれ。忘れたい記憶。てか、あれは朝日さんが。
たつきくん。
何？
やっぱり、花の匂い。
あの日、朝日さんだって、ただ伝えて終わらせるつもりだった。けど、今思えば、そんなのは到底無理で。
じゃあお揃いだ。
なんでそんな嬉しそうなんすか？
そりゃね
こんなにも好きで溢れてる。
So 160p is also not working. That's really unlucky. It's more like to be more vague, keeping my information hidden and pretty much filtering myself. I don't tell people unless I feel comfortable enough to share with them. Yeah. Is it... I feel so... bear with me for a second. I feel like we also do this in real life though, no? Like, isn't this something we like sort of like always do? That we like don't really share something unless we're comfortable to share it? So it's like, I don't fully understand how it's specifically attached to the persona. Instead of just sort of like, you know, like taking safety precautions to stay anonymous online, to not be DDoSed, stuff like this, and just having boundaries where you like, yeah, only share something if you're comfortable. Like, is it something you wouldn't do otherwise? And you only do it with the persona? Oh wait, video is playing, but there's double audio. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just like that. But we don't need to go like more into detail. If you don't want to, grumpy. Just remember. I think it's really good that you don't share something if you don't feel comfortable to do it. I think it's really important to maintain those boundaries. There's double audio, but one is behind like 10 seconds. Jesus Christ. You have it open twice or something. One like like not newly refreshed one, and sort of like this, or okay. Interesting. Does it help you to keep it like that separate? Because I feel like that's also like something we just sort of like do to like fit into more community spaces, right? That we sort of like manage a bit like what we show of ourselves and what we don't show of ourselves. It's working, Pyro? Let's go. Okay. Interesting. Is the like saying something unhinged, is it just saying something unhinged, or is it connected to any type of like mental health condition? Only took like 10 minutes of struggling. Yeah. So how are you doing, Pyro? Welcome. Also presenting myself as a genuine neutral character helps me better. Okay. How is that helping necessarily? Like, there's definitely like, I definitely agree that like, sort of like there's different stereotypes and different expectations evolving around gender. But which stereotype is helping? Actually, I don't know. I just find it funny when I say things. Alright, alright. I mean, that's good to know. You're good. Very exhausted though. I'm at volleyball camp, which means a shit ton of volleyball every day. Oh, damn. Alright. How long is the volleyball camp? It sounds fun. It sounds like you're probably there with a lot of friends as well, no? Like, I don't know how it necessarily works, but I just imagine that you, like, with your team, sort of, were like driving to some like volleyball camp where you like sleep all together in like dorms, and then like there's like volleyball courts. Is it like this, or is it more like there's just like 1 week in like holidays where like otherwise you would be free, but like now everybody's like coming in for volleyball every day, but like everybody sleeps at home still? to avoid unwanted attention at times, which is really nice. I see. Yeah, I can understand. I'm sorry I have to deal with that though, and have to make a different account to avoid unwanted attention. Like yesterday, 2 hours before lunch, and then another 2 hours after lunch, but that second practice after 1 hour of wall climbing. Oh damn. Okay. I arrived Tuesday evening, Friday we're leaving. Damn. So how is it with like, I don't know, like don't you guys have like muscle pain the entire time from like playing volleyball so much? Or is that like not a thing? Because it's just like repetition and that's why it's not causing like muscle pain, but it's only causing exhaustion. 1.5 hours and then 2 hours and an hour and a half. Damn. So a lot of sport, I say. How do you enjoy the other activities? Like usually if you like go to some type of camp, it's also like really nice because it's just like a more close social connection, right, with the people who go there. My muscles hurt, right? I just gotta deal with it for the week. Okay, so there's no like secret you can share with us to like not have muscle pain. You just have to deal with it too. That's disappointing, but it's alright. I was just sort of hoping there would be a secret, but it's fine. If you notice when I'm on my account, I have even a different typing pattern, more grammar heavy. I switch automatically. Yeah, like less typos and stuff, maybe, as well. But that's interesting. I feel like it's always... So, is the different, like, more grammar heavy and stuff like this, is it sort of like an active choice to appear more gender neutral as well? Like to not give it away with the way you express yourself? But my team is only here with 3. We always have practice with another group. You're like 3 people of your team. The only advice I can give is getting plenty of rest and exercising regularly. Well, okay. Thank you, I guess. I'm trying to get into exercising regularly. Actually, I do want to say I'm pretty proud of myself because yesterday we went to the gym and it was... so we didn't do too many exercises, but with every exercise I gave my best. I gave my absolute best. Like I did as much and then like till I couldn't anymore, you know? And we did like... what did we do? We did this one machine where you like pull like this. Oh yeah, I actually noticed. I was about to say like, oh, I have like nearly no muscle pain, but yikes. So we did this one machine where you do like this, like you hold onto it like this, I think, or like this. No, like this, and then you do like this, which is like I think your like upper back or something, but like also your arms probably. I don't know. And then we did one where it's like chest. And we did like this, like that's what I'm noticing, like chest is like, yeah, I have muscle pain here. Like this, fine, like this about like neck and stuff. Maybe I have a bit of neck muscle pain, but my neck always feels sort of painful, so it's like normal, I guess. So then like, yeah, then chest. Then we did this like leg thing where you like press down, sort of. Where, yeah, I do have muscle pain, but not much. You know, it's like fine, it's fine. And then pull-ups, I still feel the chest. Yeah, I rather feel chest. Like the others is like, doesn't really hurt, but like chest is hurting a bit. And then, yeah, and that's basically it. Like afterwards we went and like were doing like the Stairmaster for like 3 minutes. I was done. Like I was dying within the 3 minutes already. Like I was dying at the 2-minute mark, and then I said like, okay, I'm gonna do 1 minute more. And so after 3 minutes I stopped, and then I just like walked till my heart rate was down again, because my heart rate was after these 3 minutes at 170. Because every like my legs, like I destroyed my legs. This was like the exact same motion. It hurt so bad. also tend to go all out every practice. It's really exhausting. Yeah, I bet. Especially if it's for like 3 hours plus every day. But I think it's really nice to actually, you know, like give it your all. Like I think that's, I don't know, like this is really what I missed about gym as well. Like so I was going to the gym like regularly before COVID. I know, long time ago. We're starting the story, okay? It's gonna be fun. So long time ago, before COVID, I was going to the gym for like since, bro, I don't even know, like since, was it even a year, bro? Like COVID hit so early. No, I think it was a year. Well, anyways, so I was going regularly to the gym, and I was actually like, I was getting some muscles, you know, like pushing it a little bit. I was never like entirely like sporty or whatever. But I got some gains, you know? And I was like decently like healthy. I was decently like fit, you know? And then COVID came, and I'm not the person to work out at home. I literally just can't keep going. Like I can't, if I'm at home, I won't give it my all. Like you could argue like, well, but you're at home, like you can give it your all, like you don't need to go like home still afterwards, you know? But like, no, that's not how it works. Like if I'm home, I'm just, the couch is too you know, it's it's like I just feel like, okay, that's actually fine, let me do something else. So I wasn't working out at home at all. I also had like severe depression. And anyways, like long story short, I came to the Netherlands. I was trying to get like my chronic headache fixed because that's what I developed while COVID. And essentially like a whole lot of physios just told me like, hey, you gotta do sports. And they like, every physio said something else. Like for one it was the back, for the other it was like sort of like, I don't know, like actually like chest front type muscles. But like, yeah, I don't know, weird. But the overall arc was do more sport, which I agree with. Like I do have to say, I am not like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm lazy, because I'm not lazy. I'm doing stuff, I'm just not physically doing stuff, which is a really bad balance. So, but every time I went to the gym, it was so hard for me because I couldn't go all out in the beginning. Like the first time you go, it's like I went all out, and I did this like twice. I made the same mistake, like, I don't know, like 2-3 times probably. That the first time I was going, I had like so much fun. I overexerted myself. I had muscle pain for 3 weeks. I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm not even kidding. I had muscle pain for like 1 week, so bad I could barely move. For another week, still really painful, but like it was fine-ish. And then for another week, like lightly. And so this was taking out this like at the beginning motivation of mine. Then I tried a different thing where, so then I sort of like talked to the physios about this, and the physios told me, well, you are sort of untrained, you do need to, you know, like start lightly, start like easy, you know, you need to like for the first time, whatever, like only do like these exercises and do like very little weight, like only to the point where you feel like a little bit exhausted and then stop. And that really feels like you're just wasting time. Like first of all, the weight is like really unsatisfying amounts, because it's just like you take like the lowest thing the entire time, and then you just stop when you feel like a little bit exhausted. Like that feels stupid. Yeah, I don't know. So now we started again, like I don't know, like a month ago or something, and the first few times I just took it a little bit easy, you know. And yeah, yesterday I felt like, okay, like today I'm gonna like push myself. I'm really gonna try. Like I'm gonna go heavy and I'm gonna go all out with every exercise. To be fair, not to the point of actually like dying sort of while the exercise, because this is like weight training. Like you do need to maintain your posture, otherwise things can get bad really quick. So I did like to the point where you can't maintain your posture anymore. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna die tomorrow of muscle pain, but today it's fine. So, I don't know. I really feel like I'm already motivated to go to the gym again. Which is really nice. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm gonna go to the gym today again. We'll see. So, let me read all your messages. I can't believe it's almost over though. Just the rest of today and tomorrow, and I gotta leave again. Aww. You do really like it, right? It really is. But if you're gonna jump the entire time and want to get the most height you can each time, that really does affect your legs. I bet. That sounds hella exhausting. The couch is too appealing. For real, it is. Like, I feel like motivated in the beginning to like train at home, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna be anime beast training, right? And I'm gonna be this like giga chat person. And then I do like one set of like reps, with like full energy, and then I'm like, okay, let me just, sit on the couch for a little bit. And then I'm like, oh, well, I actually also wanted to do that other thing. Yeah, and then I'm gone. I don't know. I never have the patience to go, to wait and then do another set. Like, if I could do just, like, the most success I have gotten is with doing different exercises right behind each other. But doing multiple sets of the same exercise is... Oof, that's really hard. That's really, really hard, I think. I feel like training your legs is like really hard as well, because like if you really give it your all, like going to the toilet is so hard. Well. Hi Fluffy, how you doing? Are you doing well? Thank you for stopping by. Jim, I hardly know her. I remember one time I joined a female bodybuilder competition. I didn't participate. No. Why not? Did you like not train at all in the beginning? And then just felt like when the like tournament come up, you were like, I can't possibly show up on stage like this. Or how is the story around that? My legs are gonna kill me so bad, which sucks because there's a lot of jumping and running. I bet. I'm built like a twig. Aww. I mean, I feel like for some beauty standards that can be really flattering. You just need to, date in the right culture. And then it's gonna be fine. Also, there's, I think, honestly, how you look doesn't matter, except it's hindering what you want to do. So this is why I go to the gym. I don't really go to the gym to, look a certain way or, change how I look. I go to the gym to do what I want to do, because I don't want to... I don't want to be the first person dying at some type of event with friends. If friends say oh, let's go to cycle to that place, whatever. I don't want to be the person which is holding them back. I don't want to be the first person. I don't care about being the first person. I don't want to be the person holding them back. This is frustrating. I just want to, if they say oh, we did this today already, but I still want to do this. You feel like it, just spontaneous. I want to be the person who can say oh yeah, sure, let's do it. I don't want to be the person being already dying, being what? You want what? No. Tomorrow are no classes, and I'm kind of happy and kind of sad because of it. Oh, how come, Fluffy? I look like a child. Well, that makes a good Halloween costume, though, because you can be that person with the black hair and the white gown, and then doing this weird thing, You just need to know how to make use of your uniquely built body. There is... everything is good for something, Halloween too soon? Yep. For the first time ever, at least as far as I can remember, the camp doesn't include November 1st. Oh, it doesn't include Halloween? I bet that was funny. But streak reached! It's currently on a 5-stream streak. Let's go, buddy. Plus 450 Poro Snags. Nice. Kind of happy to don't have to go to uni. Kind of sad to don't keep the routine going. Okay. Is there something you fear in sort of like not keeping the routine going? Is there like this fear of like, oh, it's gonna be hard to like get back into the routine? Or is it just that there was like something you really liked attached to that routine? For example, like, oh, every time like at Friday when I go to university, like after university, we all go to the Indian restaurant together. And now you don't have to go to university, which is good, but you also don't go to the Indian restaurant, which is bad. Sort of like this. I can't even see my streak. Isn't Halloween 1st October? I mean, yeah, but if the camp is not going to like November 1st, I'm expecting that you're not gonna have like the night evening of 31st October, no? Like that's just the assumption I made. So I thought like your camp would maybe have some type of like Halloween celebration or something, which would have been fun. I know I'm bad with it. Just get to fill a day of all the assignments and stuff. Oh, so it's more like university is like the sort of like the easy thing actually, because the filler day is like filled with all of the stuff you have to do, and at the same time then you have to get back into it. Halloween themed game yesterday. What is the Halloween themed game like, please? Please tell me all of you play volleyball with costumes on. Please tell me there was one person at least wearing a maid costume. And please tell me that person was a really buff... No? Oh man. Missed opportunity right there, gotta say. Like, I think that would be so fun. Like, has anybody suggested that at some point? Because I feel like you guys are missing out on something. The Reaper going in for the shot, exactly. Like, that would be so cool, no? And then the shot being blocked by the 2-meter really buff maid. Oh, I don't know, I would love that. Actually, just like an entire team of like really like buff like male teens in like maid costumes playing volleyball at like highest level or something, and like throwing those shots where, you know, like if you get hit by that, you die. That would be peak comedy. I would watch the entire thing. I don't know. We had to do a bunch of small tasks, like word search or some stupid challenge, like running while holding a ball without using arms. Lol. Oh, that's cute. With that game as well, you need to have a caster who really, like, who knows their job, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna get the most, like, comedic value out of this match. Like, that would be really good. But I guess that's even better if everybody has a different costume. No, no, no. No. No, that's not what I was saying. No. That's funny though, but no. That one, okay, so that was horribly wrong interpreted. No. I said who wish, like, that people wearing those costumes were like at a level where the shots they fire, like the volleyball shots they fire, are one of those shots where you feel like if you were to get hit by those, they would kill you. Like, you know, like there's like, you know, like in school, there's like some people who like in normal like gym class, there's some like you play volleyball at some point, and you have the people who like learn volleyball with that class and are just like, lol. And then you have the people, the teens, who've been since 5 years in volleyball class like outside of school, and who are playing volleyball against you now. Because the teacher was like, yeah, everybody can choose teams how they like. So now you have this 5-stack of like people who've been in volleyball class since 5 years against a 5-stack of people who can't play volleyball for shit, right? Because they just learned it like 2 classes ago. Who don't even like know the rules yet, right? And it's just like, it's not a game of like who gets the most points. It's a game of survival. Right? Because your goal is essentially not to like get points or anything, like that would be wishful thinking, but to survive this match, because the other people, they don't like, you don't catch those balls, because you would be one of those people getting like a hand fracture trying that, you know? Like, that's what I mean. Like, you never, like, this wasn't a thing at your guys' school? Like, you're telling me this was only my experience? Like, no, right? You guys know that. Like, that's like a common thing, no? Like, please tell me this wasn't like my personal experience only. Like, we literally had a girl like get like one of those balls in her face and had it having like a head, how you say this? Like, I only know the word in German. Is it head fracture? But like, yeah. Like, that was... Oof. Because she didn't dodge, you know? Like, that's why you dodge those balls. Like, I had blue spots on my, like, no, here, wait. How does it work again? Like, here. I literally had blue spots from, like, trying to take their like, balls. Like... Concussion, yeah, probably, yeah. Like, it's throwing a bronze player to play against Faker, exactly. Out of practice, I was feeling it and decided to just go all out. My teammate, who's a libero, most defensive position volleyball, couldn't even react in time for proper defense. Yeah, you don't even try to defend, like, you know, your side or anything. You're just trying to defend your personal well-being at this point. The challenge seems to be badminton training. But yeah. Like, I don't know, like, that was our volleyball experience in school. Like, we had some people who were in volleyball class since years already, and then the rest learned volleyball for the first time. And at the beginning, the teacher was naive enough to just let everybody choose their teams on their own, which was the biggest disaster ever. Because not only were they like experienced in volleyball, but they actually were a team in volleyball too. So we had like a team playing versus these bronze solo players. And it was like, I don't know, like there were, like, I was like sort of like fine-ish, because I would at least be like possible, like it would be possible for me to sort of like gauge where the ball is gonna go. But there were some people who weren't able to do that. Like, I don't know, but like some people just can't really gauge that really well, right? Like, you have people who like who throw the ball, and if you see the first part, you're just like, ah, graph like this, so it's gonna get to the ground here. And then there's some people who like look like could look at this whole thing and then would be like, here or something, maybe, like who don't really have that understanding, or that like intuitive understanding, and who need to actually like learn it. Yeah, that was sadly, we had like one girl in our class which was really, really bad at that. And she was also not the sturdiest of people. And yeah, she got hurt a lot in gym class. Which is, I don't know. Like, I really don't know what the teacher should be doing in that situation. Like, can you teach someone that intuition? Is that how it works? Or like, you know what I mean? It's just sort of, it's a really unlucky situation. Ooh, Nadim! Thank you so much! Thank you. I appreciate it. Nearly 3 years. Oh my god, that's so long. And welcome. How are you doing, Nagarim? You have to go? Next class? Alright, Fluffy. See ya. Thank you for stopping by. Oh. I think my decision I made a couple of years ago to play middle might backfire now, since I can actually do so much when I have time to see where it is. Maybe, like, I don't know, like, can you still change that now, or no? Just level up somehow. Yeah, just, I don't know, bribe a politician and level up to not be matched in gym class with the people who've learned volleyball. I don't know. I used to be bullied a lot for being too short in my school. Too short? That was a reason for bullying? Yikes. Well, actually, I don't even know if that happened at our school. Like, to be fair, I was so damn busy with just, like, surviving in school and, like, getting, like, handling my bullshit that I think I was really unaware of sort of, like, what happened to other people around me. I think, actually, I don't even know. Like, I couldn't even surely tell if I got bullied or not, because I couldn't care less in those years. I really couldn't care less. Like, I know I wasn't popular. I know I wasn't friends with a lot of people. And I know that there were some, like, weird, I don't know, jokes or whatever. I do think our school wasn't the worst. Like, I think our school was, like, fairly sheltered. Like, we never had somebody, like, actually, I don't know, like, get beat up, I think. Not that I would have known, though, because I wasn't, like, again, like, I didn't have many friends. Like, I wasn't in the loop about much which happened. But there was at least never, like, some teacher making, like a case about that, sort of, so. I don't know. Just got home, gonna get a quick munch, and then out with the dog, and then at 2:30 it's back to class again. Aw. How are you holding up, Navadim? I don't think my coaches want me on another position. I mean, it doesn't really, like, you don't really need them to want it, right? Like, if you really like playing that other position more, even though you're worse, I think you should focus on the fun, though. Yeah. Like, I've seen, like, a volleyball team here, actually, like, the volleyball team my friend played in, and they actually had, like, okay, I don't know anything about volleyball, right? So I'm actually not sure which position or anything. I just knew that they had a really short person in a position where usually a person is playing which is tall. But that short person, Jesus Christ, like, he was doing it all, you know? Like, he was jumping to, like, seriously high. And that's how he just made it work. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe this is not working in, like, entirely pro play or whatever. Like, I don't know. But, like, in that specific skill group, he was making it work. You're really short still? I mean, okay. That's why I said I look like a low-key after dwarvism. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Like, it's not that it's like, it's not that I think you're gonna have, like, a shitty life and, like, oh my god, like, your life is shit, like, I'm so sorry for you. But it's like, I know how society is. Like, there's so many videos online on, like, how people treat people with dwarvism. There's so many jokes about just picking them up, throwing them somewhere, whatever. Like, you can, like, just, like, all of it. Like, everything you can bad think of, people do it. And it's just something where it's like, oh, that just really sucks. And then at the same time, I think, but I'm not sure, there's, like, health implications as well connected to this, right? I thought. Are we talking about... No, I was saying, like, I was talking about a real life person, actually. So that was in the class of my friend, in the team of my friend, which I've watched. So that's a real life person. It's not an anime. I'm pretty tired, to be honest. I'm glad that I have vacation next week because I don't think luck is at my side right now. It's going down the drain left and right, and I still run for it. Really sorry to hear that. Is it... Like, is there something you can do or like learn from this at least? Then it's like, sort of like, is there something to learn from this, or is it just, you know, I don't know, just shitty? Because like, I feel like whenever you go through something bad, like at least for me, it's giving me a little bit of comfort when I can learn something from it. Because then it feels like going through this now at least makes the chance like less that I'm gonna have to go through it again, because now I know how to avoid those situations or something like this. Like there's sort of, I don't know, I guess it's sort of like a sense of empowerment through going through this. But yeah, so is there something like this? And is there something you can do for yourself to recover and get some recovery before your vacation, or is it just gonna be like surviving till vacation comes? I love short people. They took the height deficit, so I could be decently tall. Oh, wow. How tall are you, Pyro, by the way? Because like, isn't like Belgian people are like quite tall, right? 180. Okay, that's not too tall. Like it's tall, definitely, but it's not like insanely tall. Easy. 180. You're just like, everybody's playing volleyball and you're just like... Yeah. It's really interesting, actually. Did you know? So my friend was as a child already quite tall. And apparently there's a thing they do in the Netherlands where they like, where you go to like a doctor with your child like every year or something, or every few years, I don't know. And they like check your height and everything. And they make some type of analysis, which seems like magic, but apparently it's like, it's a real thing, where they can, they can find out somehow how tall you're going to get. Like they can measure something, and they get a number of how tall you're gonna be. And they do this because when they see like, oh, you're gonna get too tall, they can actually do something to make you stop growing and grow less or something like this. And it's a common thing which is done if they believe you're gonna get too tall. I never heard of this before. When she told me this, I was like, huh? Like, you're telling me what? Like, we just... Okay. The Dutch. Like, this is not something I heard of. No. And she was like, yeah, like, you do that too in Germany, right? And I was like, no. Should we? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which type of therapy it is. Like, so, like, do you know, like, is it hormone actually, or could it also be something else? And this is just like a guess. All right, see you in a second, Naradim. Also, no, it's just one of these weeks where it all comes together, mostly because of two petty princesses at work who think they can decide when they want to work and when not. And the only thing I can learn from this is that I definitely don't trust these two with any task at all. Or Sigiberto, so they did that with your brother. I think it had to do something with hands. Interesting. Can I still do that? Can I find out how? Because there's been, my dad did like weird, like just, I don't know, weirdly told me that I would have gotten bigger or something, and then I just didn't get enough like nutrition and stuff like this. Is there something I can do? Like, can I measure my hands and find out if I actually got to be as tall as I should have been? Or if I'm actually like turned out smaller than I should have been? I didn't know that that works with dog paws actually. How? Okay. I need information on this right now, okay. How old do the dogs need to be? Do I need to have two different measures of two different times in their life? Or can I just, like, when I look for a dog, like 8-week-old puppies, can I just like look at their paws and be like, oh, this one has small paws, so it's going to be a small dog, and this one has big paws, so it's going to be a big dog? Is that a thing I can just see? They did something similar. They knew I was gonna be too small, so they put me on tracks, and now I'm decently tall. What? I would have probably been below 150 without my meds. I could have become a model if they would have just put me on meds. Jesus Christ. Yikes. But that's so odd. That sounds so odd. So we basically now can make everybody the same height? That seems so odd. I need to get in such things. I need to be straight. I'm attracted to things I don't have: long fingers, long legs, and money. Yeah. Interesting. I really can't remember them doing anything like this for me. I don't know. I don't know specifically how it measured, but that's generally true, yeah. Bigger puppy paws, bigger adult dog. I'd actually probably below 125, if I'm gonna be real. What? Okay. I need to know. ChatGPT says I can't determine how, like, if I got as tall as I should have been with my hand size now. Apparently only growth plate X-rays or comparing to parental height predictions can show that. The program Friends, it's so popular. I'm not sure what hormones, or even if they were hormones, Pyro got, but I know testosterone will generally make you taller and estrogen smaller. I have estrogen dominance. Trans people often grow or shrink a few inches depending on which way they're going. If they're tall already, still? I thought there's only a thing you can do with kids, and like afterwards it's like, yikes. Done. The problem I had is that I don't make a lot of growth hormones, like barely any at all. Okay, interesting. Okay, so apparently it's like, it's what ChatGPT is saying, okay? Take it with like a cup like this of salt. But apparently they take bone age X-rays or like that's what they can do. Like they can take bone age X-rays, check hormone levels. So for example, with this growth hormone, and monitor growth curves. And you shrink because you actually have a bit of muscle pushing your spine apart, as far as I know. It's only a few centimeters. Shoe size can also shrink. Damn. I thought that's only what happens in age, because these like things you have between your bones just sort of like, they just like dissolve or whatever. Like they just, you know, they're like gone if you're old. Welcome back, Nadim. And it still happens even if you start taking them in your 30s. What? What kind of curves? Asking the nerve of flat size. Growth curves? So it's probably like measuring you like multiple times and then seeing how the trend is going and sort of like predicting something or something. 3 or 4 inches is a lot though, no? That's like 8 to 10 centimeters. What? That's on the high end. Most will be less. So 3 inches is like 7.62 centimeters. 3 or 4 inches is not, you heard it, y'all. This will be forgotten, okay? Like, none of y'all is making any clips of the stream anyhow, so this will be forgotten because I'm not gonna make that clip. Joke's on you. Well, it's over now. It's already too late, guys. That's sad story, sad story. But yeah, essentially I'm just trying to express my frustration with me having to do my own clips the entire time, and I really don't like it because it takes so much extra time, because you don't do it in the moment but you have to do it afterwards, and then you have to watch the whole thing again, find those clippable moments, which seems to me, like watching it myself, it just seems like I can't do this right, because like I'm myself. Like everything I say is like somewhat like purposeful, right? Like otherwise I wouldn't say it. So it just seems like you could say Marcus by shortcut in stream. I know, and I do. But the funny thing is, while you see them when you try to, like in this highlight menu, I don't see them in the normal VOD menu. So I don't see them in the menu where I want to make clips, actually. I only see them in a menu where I can't make clips, but only highlights. Really, really annoying. I have an exclamation mark clip, but I think it only makes a clip of 30 seconds, not 1 minute. So... but yeah. I've rewatched what last stream because I couldn't remember the poem I was working on last time. It's okay, my laptop, not my phone. Yeah, I don't know. So like, if anybody makes clips, just know I really, really appreciate that, because it's really, really annoying to me to make clips myself, because I never know. Like it's yeah, like I was saying before, like to me, like everything sort of seems purposeful, so I don't even know what would be like good to clip or what isn't. But I would like to like sort of like share clips of our community to the social media platforms to like reach other people, right? And sort of like make known like, hey, if anybody needs peer support, you know, like we have that community, like, you know, like you want to join or not, like it's here, like you don't need to, of course, but like just if you want to talk to someone, just know it's here. And like we actually have sort of like valid takes sometimes, and sometimes less valid takes, and sometimes like actually really, really good takes. And we have like really nice people as well and stuff like this. But yeah, I don't know. hard to sort of like see that on your own if you're the person actually saying most of the stuff. I had to rewatch the whole stream. That's why your Twitch anniversary. Shows in chat that the streamer just reached their Twitch anniversary and types a cute little message. Oh. I'm glad. I'm actually considering, because we're getting to the point, so we have been doing these mental health check-ins now for... We actually... Funny thing, like we started like more than a month ago, but this, like using this specific schedule, with the Monday and Thursday, excuse me, we only have been doing since the beginning of October, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And before that, we were doing some mental health check-ins. But I don't actually know when we like specifically started. Did we start before I was in Germany, by the way? No, right? We started after. I don't know. So, yeah. This is actually the last stream of the month with the mental health check-in. And we were doing them since this month, so it's like 1 month anniversary of the mental health check-ins. And I really like how they're going so far. Yeah, wait, the point I was making actually, because we got like so off topic on this, but the point I was making is, I want to keep all the VODs here actually about the things we talk here, because I feel like, I don't know, like people who opened up here should be able to sort of like come back to what they were saying and what I've been answering and stuff like this. And I also feel like it's like really nice because we cover so many topics that like other people can, without having to express themselves, sort of like see what the opinion around this topic sort of is. But there's this thing where you can only have a certain amount of VOD length for your Twitch channel. So I can only have 100 hours of VOD length on my Twitch channel saved. And we're at like 70 or something already. So there's not going to be like too many streams left to be able to like fit into that. So what I was considering and what I wanted to ask you guys was, should I instead put the VODs on my YouTube channel instead? At the same time, I think it's, I don't know, they're VODs. It's like not that they're like really nice like YouTube videos in that moment. But I could do that. Like if that's like do you guys think that would be nice? Or should we just be like, well, we're just gonna keep like the last 100 hours and then like always delete the like first one sort of and just like rotate through? Or yeah. I know YouTube algo